Have you ever noticed how some mornings feel heavy before anything has even happened? Nothing has gone wrong yet. No message has come in. No bad news has arrived. No one has said a word. And still, something inside already feels tired, almost as if the weight of the day reached your heart before the morning ever reached your eyes. That is what makes mornings like this so unsettling, because the battle begins in silence. Long before the world sees your face, something unseen is already speaking to your mind. A thought, a fear, a pressure, a quiet voice asking whether you really have the strength for what is waiting ahead. Sometimes it is yesterday that followed us into today. Sometimes it is tomorrow that arrived too early. And sometimes it is simply that strange feeling that life is asking more from us than we know how to carry. The room is still, the house is quiet, but inside the mind is already racing, the heart is already bracing, and the soul is already tired. Welcome to Morning Authority Prayer. If this is how your morning feels, stay with me, because what reaches your heart first today may shape everything that follows. Before fear speaks louder, before pressure takes hold, before the world gets the first piece of your peace, let's sit here together for a moment. And if you need mornings that begin with God, instead of worry, subscribe to Morning Authority Prayer, and let's walk through each day together under his covering. And maybe that is exactly why we needed to pause here first before the day asks anything from us, before our thoughts begin carrying us somewhere our spirit was never meant to go. There is something sacred about this quiet space between waking up and stepping into the world. It is the moment when the heart still has a choice about what will speak first. Will it be fear? Will it be pressure? Will it be the unfinished thoughts that followed us through the night? Or will it be the voice of God gently reaching us before the world does? I think that is what so many of us are really searching for in moments like this. Not a perfect day, not a life without challenges, but a place to breathe before the noise begins. A place where the soul can remember that it was never created to carry everything alone. Some mornings, the hardest thing is not what happens outside of us. It is the invisible heaviness within. The questions we have not answered, the worries we have not spoken, the pressure we keep pretending does not affect us. And yet here we are, still breathing, still held, still invited to come close. So before we move one step further into what this day may hold, let's bring all of it with us into the presence of God. The things we understand, the things we do not, the things we are afraid to face, the things we are already tired of carrying. Father, we come to you together in this quiet morning. Before the first responsibility, before the first conversation, before the first burden grows heavier, we come close to you. We do not come pretending to be strong. We come as we are. Some of us come with peace. Some of us come with fear. Some of us come carrying a weight we cannot even put into words, but you already see it, Lord. Before this day begins, let your presence reach us first. Be the first voice our hearts truly hear. Be the calm before the storm. Be the peace that settles deeper than thought. We place this morning into your hands, our minds, our emotions, our unknowns, our silent worries. Walk with us today and let this day begin, not under pressure, but under your covering. And once the heart has found its way into God's presence, the next thing we need is not more answers, but a deeper covering over the places that are most easily shaken. Father, stay with us here. Do not let this be just a quiet moment before the day begins. Let this become the place where something inside us is truly steadied. Lord, protect our minds today. There are thoughts that arrive without warning, thoughts that magnify fear, thoughts that replay old wounds, thoughts that turn small uncertainties into overwhelming storms. Sometimes the mind can become so loud that it feels impossible to hear peace. So this morning we ask you to stand guard over our thoughts. When anxious thinking tries to spiral, gently interrupt it with your truth. When fear begins imagining outcomes that have not even happened, bring us back to what is real and what is held in your hands. Let your peace reach deeper than our overthinking, quiet the thoughts that exhaust the soul, silence the inner noise that steals our strength before the day has even truly begun. Father, protect our hearts. Some wounds are visible, others are carried in silence. A conversation from yesterday, a disappointment we are still trying to understand, a rejection that still echoes more deeply than we want to admit. Sometimes what hurts us most is not what people did, but what it made us believe about ourselves. So Lord, do not let today be shaped by yesterday's pain. Guard our hearts from carrying bitterness into this day. Protect us from becoming hardened by what has hurt us. Keep our hearts tender. Keep them open to grace. Keep them safe from the temptation to shut down emotionally just to survive. Let your love speak more deeply than every voice that has ever made us question our worth. Lord, guard our words today. There are moments when pressure makes us speak from places of exhaustion, moments when stress tries to turn into sharpness, moments when pain can quietly become anger. So before we step into conversations, meetings, or family moments, place gentleness upon our lips. Let our words heal rather than wound. Let our tone carry peace. Let what we say reflect the calm you are building inside us. Father, guide our hands and our actions. Bless the work we do today, whether our hands are building, serving, writing, caring, leading, or simply trying to make it through another demanding day. Let every action be covered by your wisdom. When frustration rises, steady us. When things do not go as planned, keep us from reacting out of fear. Help us move through this day with clarity instead of chaos. Lord, direct our steps. Some of the hardest parts of life are the decisions that seem small in the moment, but shape so much of what comes after. Guide us in what we say yes to. Guide us in what we walk away from. Guide us in the roads we take, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. When confusion clouds our judgment, be the light that gently reveals the next step. Do not show us everything at once. Just lead us faithfully through what is in front of us today. And Father, above all, protect the peace you are planting in us right now. The world will try to reach for it. Stress will try to disturb it. Unexpected moments may try to shake it, but let there be something deeper within us that remains still. Because you are near, let this peace stay with us in traffic, in conversations, in waiting rooms, in offices, in homes, in every unseen battle of the day. Because what we need most today is not control over everything around us, but steadiness within, and only you can place that kind of peace inside the soul. And as that peace begins to settle within us, our hearts naturally turn toward the people and places we carry with us every day. Father, there are names we wake up thinking about before we even speak, our own fears, people we love, people we worry about, people we cannot protect with our own hands every moment of the day. So this morning, we place them in yours, Lord. Cover our family. Watch over the ones closest to our hearts, those under our roof and those far from us, the people we speak to every day and the ones we silently carry in prayer. Protect them where we cannot be. Stand beside them in every room, every road, every decision, every hidden struggle they may be facing today. Some of them are carrying burdens they have not told us about. Some are smiling while silently fighting battles we cannot see. So, Father, be near to them in ways only you can. Protect their minds from fear, protect their hearts from discouragement, protect their bodies from harm. Let your peace rest upon every person we love. And Lord, cover our home, not just the walls and doors, but the atmosphere within it. Let this house be more than a place we return to at the end of the day. Let it be a place where peace lives, where tension loses its power, where rest is possible, where love can breathe. Protect this home from division, heaviness, and unseen pressure. Let every room be touched by your presence. Let every conversation within these walls carry more grace than strain. If there has been tension here, bring healing. If there has been silence, bring comfort. If there has been weariness, let this place become a refuge again. Father, we also place our work before you. You know the responsibilities waiting for us, the tasks, the deadlines, the expectations, the pressure that often feels invisible to everyone else. Some days the work itself is not what drains us. It is the emotional weight attached to it, the fear of not doing enough, the pressure to prove ourselves, the exhaustion of constantly giving more than we feel we have. So Lord, go with us into our work today. Give us focus where the mind feels scattered. Give us patience where frustration usually rises. Give us favor in places where doors need to open. Bless the effort we pour out today. Let our work not become the place where our peace is lost. And Father, we place our future into your hands. This may be the deepest burden many of us carry, not just today, but what comes next. The uncertainty, the waiting, the unanswered questions about where life is going. Sometimes the future feels heavier than the present because it is filled with things we cannot see, dreams we are afraid to hope for, plans we do not know how to reach, doors we are still waiting to open. So Lord, protect what you are building in our lives. Guard the future you are preparing. Do not let fear write the story before faith has a chance to breathe. Hold our purpose safely in your hands. When delay tempts us to give up, strengthen our trust. When uncertainty makes us restless, steady our hearts. Help us remember that just because we cannot see what is ahead does not mean you are not already there. You are already standing in the tomorrow we are worried about, already holding the answers we have not yet received, already preparing the path we cannot yet understand. So this morning, we release our future into your care, what we cannot control, what we cannot fix, what we cannot predict. We place it all in the hands of the one who sees beyond today and still calls us safe. And when everything we could not carry has finally been placed into his hands, something within us begins to breathe differently. Father, this is the quiet moment where the soul stops striving. Not because every question has been answered, not because every burden has disappeared, but because your presence has changed what is happening inside us. A few moments ago, this day may have felt heavy before it even began. The mind was already moving. The heart was already bracing. The future was already pressing against our peace. But now something is different. Not outside, inside. There is a steadiness that was not there before, a calm that does not come from certainty, but from knowing. You are with us, and Lord, that is enough. As we rise from this moment and step into the hours ahead, let this peace go with us. Let it stay with us when the pressure returns, when unexpected moments try to shake what you have settled in us. Do not let this peace remain only in this prayer. Let it walk with us, let it breathe with us, let it stay in every thought, every step, and every moment of this day. Father, remind us again that we are not walking alone. You go before us, you remain beside us, you stand behind us, and even when the day feels uncertain, your covering never leaves. So today we choose trust over tension, peace over panic, faith over fear, and surrender over control. If the weight returns later today, bring us back to this moment. Bring us back to this prayer. Bring us back to the quiet truth that we are still held by you. And if this prayer touched your heart this morning, write, God is my shield today in the comments as a declaration that you are walking into today under God's covering. Let this be our shared prayer of faith together. And if someone you love needs peace this morning, share this prayer with them. Stay connected with Morning Authority Prayer by subscribing so we can continue beginning each morning together in God's presence. May you go through this day covered, strengthened, and deeply at peace. You are carried, you are protected, and you are never alone.